The Assembly passed a dementia package, and I think it only costs like $2 million. That's what the sponsor said. Don't you see that as something that the Senate's got to sign off on?
Maybe. It's again about how do the pieces fit together in the spending. You're seeing signs of, it spends money, we got to figure that out.
You asked the governor, what about a jobs agenda? And he pointed to the college affordability plan as the jobs agenda. So he wants some of this passed,
Absolutely.
but it'll really be up to the senators whether they prune. Limiting the power of sanctuary cities, telling them that their law officers can ask the immigration status of those arrested or charged.
The backers are saying this is not about if you get, if you're driving without a license or if you're caught speeding. We don't want to discourage you if you're not here legally from talking to the police if you see a crime. But the immigrant community is saying this still makes us nervous. And it basically got the kibosh because Fitzgerald's office said, look, it's not a priority for us. If people want this to get done, they better go out and rally support for it in the caucus.
High capacity wells, it does force a permanent record keeping how much water is pumped out of some of these wells and no more permits.
We first kind of came up with this issue because they want to pump water for bottled water. But we have demands from agriculture to irrigate, to water their field. I don't know. That's one of those ones you have to let sift and winnow for a while, and we'll see.
Make it a felony to falsely apply for loans or other benefits, loans, grants through WEDIC. Do you see that going anywhere?
There's a concern from some that if you add that penalty, it'll discourage people from seeking any help. So they'll be afraid if they make a mistake, a quote unquote innocent one, that they would then face a felony charge. So that's part of the rub, it seems like, with the caucus about that.
Limiting the participation in food stamps.
A telling sign is there's no Senate companion bill to the three, like the photo ID one, that one. They don't have a Senate companion. That's a sign there's not really an advocate, if you will, in the Senate.
What about John Nygren's bill that would subject the WIAA to open records? We can all relate to that. We'd love to go through these open records. We probably spent a lot of time yesterday on Doe records, but we'll get into that.
Good question. It's not necessarily like a top tier bill right now, but it got some quick momentum at the end of session and moved quick through the Assembly, so we'll see.
And going back to the issue of local control, they want to limit the ability of cities to regulate companies like Airbnb.
That bill, because it's been amended now and they're kind of have queued it up as this is the Senate version, we're ready to move forward. So that seems like it has a chance.
Allowing the State Department of Revenue to collect outstanding Milwaukee County debt.
I can tell you that the Milwaukee senators, Democratic senators who voted for this package back in July, after getting this taken out, will not be happy if they pass this bill. And they're basically, in some ways, going back on that deal if they push this through, because this is a big deal for Chris Larson especially, to vote for the package was to get this piece taken out.
Limit the ability of public school districts to tax when one of their students becomes a choice student and goes to a private school.
The way the law was written in the budget for these choice kids going to other schools, you could backfill that lost kid with property taxes.
Yes.
They're Republicans, the sponsors, saying that there's a skim, if you will, in that formula that they're going above and beyond what they should be able to go to. If they get rid of that, they think, now you're saying it's really a fair or more fair that you're kind of really actually backfilling for the kid, not getting anything on top of that kid, if you will, for school.